Hey, everybody. Angie Fenimore here. This is Fat Chat with my writing coach. I'm having a day. I'm just having one of those days where I'm having the experience of it's all so hard. I feel like I'm like dragging bowling balls with me from room to room, making sure that they come with me. You know what I'm talking about? And I was on the chat with my executive team for Calliope and just kind of like, blah, unloading. You know, hurricanes, fires, COVID, election. What else? Protests. I can't believe racism is still a thing. I cannot believe we're in 2020 and that we're not beyond this. It's absurd to me. Global warming. It's a real thing. It's like, I'm just kind of in disbelief in this very weird space and decided I'm just going to go buy a whole bunch of like, old yucky secondhand dishes that, nobody would eat off of and take them out to the freaking desert and break them all. Anyway, so I was kind of like unloading and saying how weird it is that people are being so normal, really, in the face of all this. So I'm looking at my phone. Okay, just FYI. So I have this iPhone. Okay, swipe left. Here's the top stories. France, Germany announce new lockdowns to combat COVID 19 resurgence. Supreme Court allows ballot extensions in Pennsylvania, North Carolina for now. Okay, this is trending. Those are the top two stories, but this is trending. Sarah Jessica Parker marks son James' 18th birthday with never before seen photos. That's the third story. Okay. Video reveals Falcons' Matt Ryan warned Todd Gurley not to score touchdown versus the Lions. And then this how a small town grandma became a killer and more chilling true crime tales. Like, I just don't even know what to say to this. That's what's trending right now on my phone, right? Why are we not all getting together and saving the planet? Why are we not all getting together and solving problems? Because people are tapped out, because we can only take so much. In the middle of everything that we're all dealing with, we're all having our own personal tragedies, our own personal like for lack of a better word, drama. It's not drama as in drama, but I mean, yeah, dramatic stuff happening in our own lives. Like, how many of you are dealing with distance learning with your kids right now? You know, how many of you are dealing with job loss or the possibility of job loss or, cutbacks or how am I going to pay the power, right? We all have all of that we're dealing with too. So, no wonder small town grandma turns into a serial killer is trending. No wonder we need to check out. It's like we can only bear so much before we start checking out, right? Like I was saying earlier on my little chat with my executive team, it's like we had a whole city block, and I think it was more than one city block in Seattle that was taken over by protesters this summer. Like declared, huh, we're not part of the U.S. right now. How is that not still news? How is it not still news, these things? There's so many things that, cycle right out of the news 6 hours later that we would literally in the past have been talking about for months, right? So, okay, two things. So first of all, I got a shout out here to Melissa Warren, who's amazing. Anyway, here's what she said in the chat. We had cumulatively decided, all of us together, that like uh, numb, hashtag numb, that's what we're dealing with. Anyway, but this is what Melissa said. And then there are those that are standing up for integrity and creating toward the light, like all of us. We are ascending, and it is hard to watch those that are taking the other route. It's the stretch, Miss Angie. The light is getting lighter and the dark is pulling against us. So true, so true. So, having said that, it's like a book has the power to reach millions. And when you change the way people see and think, their actions change. Like at any moment, we could all decide to be united and to solve the world's problems. Well, how that comes about, is by, it's like Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. King in that speech, I have a dream. It's like that changed the way people see and think and eventually created new actions and new pathways. And, I mean, I'm just like so disappointed that we haven't actually eradicated racism by now. But at the same time, we're not where we were, right? A better time to write a book and change the way people see and think and change the way people act and, change the world. Okay, done with my rant. And I did promise this at the beginning, my very first little episode of Phat Chat. I said tips and tricks, tools and techniques, I think, and the occasional tirade. So there you go. There's a tirade for you. Um, yeah, so that's my call to action tonight. Let's make a difference, right? And how do you do that? It's like it's be courageous, AF. Do the thing that scares you the most, that impacts others for good. Okay, so before we sign out, tomorrow is the master class, the 3 secret ingredients for writing and publishing success. And it's freaking extraordinary. Okay, it's extraordinary. It's at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and tomorrow night, but you have to register. Okay, if you don't register, you don't get in. So I'm sending you the link. There you go. It's also at the top of the chat. Join me tomorrow. Um, let's make a difference, okay? Let's make a difference in the world. Because I know if you're watching this right now, you're with me and Melissa and the rest of my executive team and all the people in the world that just really, want the world to be okay. I mean, I saw a story that Yemen is in danger of losing an entire generation of children to starvation. How? How is that okay with any of us? Like, I'm not okay with that. Are you okay with that? I know you're not because you're watching me right now. Okay, so let's do this. Let's make a difference. All right? You with your sci fi and your self help. All right? That's how we make a difference. And don't you for 1 minute think that, fiction doesn't change lives. It does. It absolutely does. All right, you guys, I'm out. I'm going to go find something to binge watch so I too can check out. And yes, thank you for the reminder there, Melissa. Be courageous AF. Ciao for now.